Hi everybody, it's Christopher Nejman. Well, today we're gonna get sticky. Now, in one of my other videos, I talked about using tape, double-sided tape for positioning. And I showed you this tape that I used, which is double-sided leather tape. What you do is you tape that to the back of your hoop, or any hoop, magnetic hoop, or any of the other hoops that you have. Like one of these hoops, what you do is you would take and you would put it on the back of your hoop, and then you would place it on here where your markings match your markings with your cross line, and you tack it down, you pick it up, and then you put it into your frame, and that prevents this from shifting, so you have perfect placement. So I want to tell you about some other options, because I went to order some more tape. This is the old one I was using. I went to order more tape. This is so sticky. Look, this is so strong that when I used it on one of my hoops and I put it on my fabric, it stuck to the fabric and wouldn't even peel off the fabric. So for all my followers who have been following me all this time, you know that I always say test everything first. So that's the first thing you do, is always test, right? Now, I use leather tape all the time because I make leather handbags. So this is not a problem for me. But I said, wait a minute, for the home novice sewer who may not be making vinyl bags, because you can use this for vinyl bags too. It won't go to waste if you're making vinyl bags, but what if you want another option, right? What if you want another option besides the leather tape? So I went out there and I started looking. And I found this tape, which was cool. This one's called removable poster tape. This is pretty sticky. You stick this down onto, you take a piece and you stick it down and you peel it off, and it's got a double side to it. And this is really tacky. This is good. So you want to test with that. This is poster. It's for poster. Okay? Then, if you want something a little lighter, I found basic double-sided tape. This works good, and it really sticks nice without being over tacky. So it only lasts a few times, but that's okay. It's not expensive to buy, and it will not stick to your fabric. Let me show you how I do this. I take a piece off of here and I lay it on the back of my hoop. Now the only problem is this would probably be too thick for this hoop, so you'd only be able to do it on the right here. Let me show you. You'll actually only be able to stick it on to the back, to the top and the bottom, because it's too wide for this. But I stick it on here, and then make sure you press it down. Do all four sides. Why do we do this? Well, first of all, you know, when you whoops, got that all tacky. When we want perfect placement, how many times have you marked the fabric and you're trying to, let me show you. Let's just say that you've got this and this is your hoop and you're trying to lift it up and you want to place it in here, and you go to push it down and it slides and it moves on you and you can't get it right. Well, this is going to solve that problem. This is going to solve that problem tremendously. Let me redo this one here. And you know, this will come off. You just peel it off. See? It comes right off. I have another piece under there. Just get your fingernail, peel it off. If for any reason over time this doesn't want to peel off, you can use WD-40. And do be careful with any Gooby Gone. Let me tell you why. I bought some industrial strength Gooby Gone. This here, don't use this on plastic. Be careful, because this will mess up your plastic. So be careful, guys. WD-40. When I use WD-40, I have such good luck with removing. Also, alcohol. Regular rubbing alcohol works good to remove. Rubbing alcohol like removes magic marker from plastic, things like that. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, I wanted to show you this. Okay, so on the front, this is my magnetic hoop, okay? And on my magnetic hoop, now you see I have a plus sign. Now for all of you that are new to embroidery and you've been following my channel, let's just say this is a garment you're going to embroider on. So you put a plus sign with chalk. With chalk, okay? Because this is where you want the embroidery to go. And you want to do a straight line. I just did it by hand right now. Then you have your center marks on your hoop on both the vertical and the horizontal. So what you're going to do is you're going to match the lines up. You see how I'm going to match this and this, right? Match that and that. And then I'm going to press. And I lift and look, it's stuck on there. See? It's stuck. Now when I go to lay on this magnetic hoop, it's not going to shift as badly on me as you know these magnetic hoops do. You see that? There's not a whole lot of pulling on here, just a very maybe a little bit. Whereas before when we would use these magnetic hoops like this, you'd have it, once you put it down, then it would shift, it would do this. Well, guess what? There it is. It doesn't need that pulling and shifting. You see that? I have stabilizer on the back, iron onto the back of this fabric. So now what we did was accomplish two things at once. We have perfect placement, and when we're using magnetic hoop, we don't have to worry about it distorting when it flips down like you just saw I did. Isn't that great? So again, if you're going to do it with this type of hoop, then it might be too wide for here, but you could try. But it's not, it'll be perfect for down here and here. So let me show you. I'll put it at the top and the bottom. Here's the bottom. Here's the top. All right. Let me take this off of here. See how easy that comes off? And the tape didn't stick to the fabric. It didn't stay on the fabric because when I put the tape down, I pressed on here. See? Alright, so now that I got it on here, I'm going to line up the marks. And I guess what you want to do, if you're a newbie, the best thing to do is to draw the long lines. Now that I lift it up, see that helped. Just press that down. You see how much that helped? If I did it on the sides, it would help even more, but this is good. This is good because it's pretty much keeping it in place. So when I go to press it in my frame, look at this. It didn't shift on me. You see that? It didn't shift on me. So I don't have to worry about trying to shift it around. Now all I gotta do is tighten the screw, and I've got perfect placement. It didn't shift on me when I was putting it in. Because if you don't use the tape, sometimes when you put it in, it slips, you gotta fix, you gotta do this. This resolves it all. This is such a lifesaver. So again, this is double-sided tape. I found this at the big box store. I found this one at the Dollar General. This one at the big box store said, assembled in USA, factory certified. It doesn't say made in USA, but it says assembled in USA. Alright, well, they're halfway there at least. This is that removable poster tape. This was an older one I had, and I went and bought another one. And this is, I would use this for heavier fabrics maybe. But make sure you do what I always tell you. Test, test, test prior. So again, when I had this tape I showed you in one of my previous videos, this worked great. But when I bought more tape, boy, they must have changed the formula because this is really, really tacky and sticky. But this is good because, when we're doing leather, when we work with leather, we have to glue, and tape is a substitute. So when the tape is strong, it takes the place of the glue, and you really got a good bond and everything. So I want to do an update about this to show you all that there are options and different ways of doing everything. Nothing is set in stone. Everything has a different, you can use something different for everything. But this is going to really help you guys. Okay, I hope this helps. Let me know below if you tried, how it works out for you. Give me a comment. And I get to read your comments, everybody. I don't get to answer all of them, but I do get to glance and read when you do post. And for all you that don't watch the whole video and don't listen and don't turn the volume up, please do, because I take this time to do this for you. This is free education for you. So if you're asking me to keep repeating questions I already answered in these videos, you know what? I just sit there and read and say, girl, you gotta listen. You gotta listen and you gotta watch the video. And if that screen you're watching on is too small because it's on your cell phone, that volume isn't strong enough on your little cell phone, go to your Roku TV and watch me on YouTube on Roku. All right? Take care. Until my next video. Happy sewing, everybody, and embroidery. Bye.